Hey guys, welcome to Flights and Fabrics. I am Simire and I am so happy to be back after my long hiatus. I am back and I am ready with so much content and so many things to talk about and to share, because sharing is caring. But I just want to say thank you so much for still subscribing and for still watching my videos and for still sharing my videos. I am so grateful about that. Now let's get to it. The reason I have been gone for that amount of time has been because I've been so overwhelmed and so much overworked within a lot of things. Last time we talked, I had just gotten a new job, and then we realized, my partner and I, that we wanted a wedding, a quick wedding, a family intimate wedding before the big thing, and then we started planning that. And then the more we start planning that, the more it increased, which I will talk about, which is the main reason that I'm posting this video today. And besides that, I also had my little baby. I launched my candle business, and I will also talk about that process in another video. But today, let's, shift the focus on planning a wedding. I want to share the things I wish someone could have told me. The things that people never tell you about planning a wedding. So see, this wedding, I planned it within 3 months. 3 months with my partner. It was so stressful. I have never, experienced stress within planning a wedding, or no, planning a party, because I've never planned a wedding before, so I didn't know what it required. I just knew that it was going to be a project, so that was the first thing I told my best friend. I was like, listen, if I am not going to be available, if I'm going to be a certain way, if my emotions are all over the place, know that it has something to do with this project. And he was like, what kind of project? And I was like, my wedding. And he went so angry. He was like, why are you calling your project no, why are you calling your wedding a project? I was like, because there are so many people involved within this whole plan, and it feels like a group project. So that's how I could just, make it very bearable, because I think it was overwhelming to plan such a huge party. And the first thing I want to talk about is managing your expectations. Whether it's your own personal expectations or your family's or friends or whatever, just manage them, okay? And that's why you need a really good team. A team that understands your vision, a team that is really hardworking in terms of what they are capable of, like helping you out with A, B, and C. And one of the things that I wish I would have done differently is to have a smaller team. I would say have your people, have the team that is willing to work around the clock just to make sure that things are what you want. And it was my husband and I and our little inner circle, and sometimes it will go well and sometimes it wouldn't, because frustrations and how we all work differently, and the expectations we expect from each other and we expect from this project that we are planning. So have a great team and really tune in what kind of expectation you are expecting from each other and from the project. I did not know how quickly things can be chaotic when you involve so many people. As soon as, and I heard from another YouTuber, because there was a point in the middle of these 3 months where I was like, I need someone to tell me that this is real, that this kind of stress is real, that I'm not inventing the stress in my head, that this is real. So I went on and I fell on there was this video where the YouTuber said, as soon as you put on this ring, it's like everybody and everyone who knows you, who have ever laid eyes on you, are going to tell you, they're going to tell you how to plan your wedding, how your wedding should be, and how your party should be, how you should feel, what you should wear, and etc. and etc. And I that resonated with me so much, because I was like, yes, this is what I'm experiencing. This is what everybody is up in my business telling me what to do and how to do it and what could have done and what could have been, and I had to remind myself during this whole process and project that whatever everybody is trying to do for you, or the advice they're trying to give you, it is genuinely out of love. It is their love for you and them wanting to see you do well and win. And I think that was what got me through certain, discussions, certain fights and drama, because I knew that people really, really wanted me well and they wished me well and my partner. So there was no way I was going to make a fuss about everything. Of course, there is drama. Like, weddings have drama, and just prepare yourself for that. But as soon as you check yourself and you kind of like address certain things, for me, I didn't want anybody to feel like they were forced to do anything. I didn't want people to feel like I was telling them what to do, what they should be doing and everything. No, I didn't want that. I just wanted a really good team of people who can, communicate very well, which was another topic. Like, communicating with people, it's so important. And really stand your ground as a bride or groom. Just stand your ground. Whatever you want for your wedding is whatever is going to happen, because at the end of the day, when you look on the day and when you go through the whole process, because it's so intense, you want to be happy with the result that you produced. Okay? Because things are going to go wrong and things are not going to go as you expected, okay? And it has a really positive side and a negative side to it. When things just take charge and they just happen, you just let it. Some things you have to let go and some things you have to take up. So yeah, that. The next point is to address the fact that weddings, they're mentally draining. They are draining. Whether it's a big or small wedding, it is draining. So it is okay for you to feel frustrated. It is okay for you to literally break down and cry. I did that. I did not expect that. You live in a bubble. Once you start planning this, you live in a bubble, unless your friends or your parents or whatever who's around you in your inner circle or your tribe, unless they're married and they just planned a wedding, or what, they just got married, or they're in the middle of planning, nobody's going to understand what kind of world you're living in. Nobody besides your partner. So you live in a little bubble of stress, of overwhelmness, of joy, of like, it is what you eat, breathe, and just look at. From the day you start planning to the day you get married. That's it. And it's okay to feel stressed. Nobody, like, I feel there was a point where I felt like it was getting too much, and I was too overwhelmed, and I was feeling so much anxious, so much anxiety, and everybody would just simply just say, you know what, remember to enjoy it, it's the beautiful thing, blah 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 blah. And it was so annoying for me, because nobody was speaking loudly about the toll it takes on you to plan such a huge day for you and your guests. And for me, because I just love people, especially the people I care for, I love to spoil them. I love to make them feel good. So I really wanted to go that extra mile to make them feel good, because I knew regardless, I'm always marrying the person that I love. So I was going to be happy regardless, So I also wanted these people to share the love that I was experiencing. So that was a pressure that I put onto myself, and nobody's going to understand, and it's okay. Cry it out. And if you want to take breaks, please take breaks, because it is intense. Do not plan a wedding within 3 months. Don't do that. And if you can, just do it. Just do it. If you are a person who is very much in charge all the time, just like me. I love, like, when it comes to things that I'm planning, when it comes to projects and everything, I just love to have the control. And I don't do well with asking for help, because I don't want to get disappointed in terms of how the person I asked for help reacted. Whether they say no, it will disappoint me, or they say yes and really do not do the job as I expected. Again, expectations, right? So for me to avoid that, and I think it's something that I have to work with, for me to avoid the disappointment in a friend or my siblings or a parent or anything, I just don't ask for help. I just don't ask for help. I just guard myself too much, and so it became overwhelming to just take up on all these things that were supposed to be, you know, delegated to other people around who were standing there, and were like, what do you want me to help you with? Simire, like, please tell me. I am ready. I am ready. And my friends, family, they really came through. When I say they came through, they came through. Like, I am loved beyond this life. Like, the way people love me is beautiful, and I'm not gonna cry. It's a beautiful story, and I have so little time on camera to tell you, but I had so many people involved in making sure that I looked great. I contacted this girl that I had a collaboration with. She's a florist. She helped me make my decoration flowers, some of them at least. She helped with my bouquet that my husband ordered, and then I had one of my really good friends be my fairy godmother and made my wedding dress. She made it from scratch, and I remember when I got engaged and I was like, maybe you should do my wedding dress. She was like, no, that's too much of a stress for me. But I really wanted something unique. I really wanted something made with love, and I feel like all these pieces were made with love. From the fact that my parents were planning my wedding, my traditional wedding, and the efforts they put into it. My mom, like, everybody knows their mom on their wedding day. The mom is the glue to everything. But from that to my friends sewing my dress, to my friend, you know, making my bouquet, my friend making my hair, my sister, you know, making sure that I had the right lashes and everything, that meant so much to me. That was like, these are the small moments of my wedding that I really have so close to my heart. Anyway, so remember to, you know, to let people in and help you. If you are the kind of person who does not easily fall into you to ask for help, please do that. Do that, okay? It's going to serve you and it's going to serve them. Why? Because they will feel like they are part of this whole thing that you're planning, and it's beautiful to see when you look back and you all can talk about how it went down and who got what, who remembered what, who did the flowers, who did the... With so many people involved with this thing, to the point where I was like, it's a project, okay? And I got an A+ on my project, like, yo. But remember to center yourself and have your core team. I'm just gonna repeat that because it's so important. Do not have a team where you look each other in their eyes and say, this is the way we're going. Not left, not right, straight. Don't get fixated about a particular thing. Don't. I was so fixated on small details that on the day, they really didn't matter. It really did matter. I was fixated on my menus, my all these information cards and whatnot, and invitations, and they had to look beautiful, they had to do this, and all these small things. On the day, none of it mattered. I don't think anybody, yes, somebody wanted to know the menu, but whether the menu was just, you know, white paper with some black text on, or whether it was very beautifully designed or whatever, nobody cared. Nobody cared. It's just there. It's just nice to have, you know. I was fixated on that, and when it went wrong on the day, I was so nervous. Like, why did people not get the information about my traditional marriage and how, you know, like how this is? Because I had printed a whole paper out. I'll show you in a bit. I had printed a whole paper out for people to read about the whole thing, and just to hear that nobody, like, not everybody had that piece of paper, and I had done the work about this piece of paper, and I was so fixated about this piece of paper, and nobody got it. And the day went on as it did, and then, you know, I was sad, but in the whole, you know, when you look at the whole picture, it's okay. People had fun. People still understood what was happening. Sometimes love does not need translation. It really doesn't. So yeah, don't get fixated on something particular, whether it's your invitation, your table settings and whatnot. As long as it looks presentable and lovely, I don't think people would notice. Nobody's gonna notice. Nobody's gonna notice, okay? And please take your time making your table seatings. Nobody ever told me that was going to be a whole lot of mess. Nobody told me that was going to be a mess. How is it a mess to put your friends together and your family together and sit and have a big meal? How is it? But it ended up being a mess. So take your time. Literally, as soon as you have your confirmation about everybody coming, who's coming, sit down, make that table sittings, and finalize it. Because I had to do it the last minute, and I have a few changes and everything. It was crazy. And one thing that nobody told me, you cannot be a wedding planner at your own wedding. You simply can't. You need to let go. You need to let go. I found myself on the day of my wedding trying to help people put on their clothes, and I was all over the place. I even wanted to go and make sure that the plates were in places, the name tags were on the right table. I wanted to make sure the day before I even went back to the venue and really made sure that the tables were all right. I wanted to be a part of the flower arrangement just to make sure that the flowers were great. I even, at the end of the night, I'll post a little video. I was trying to DJ, controlling the music, because I was like, I need these people to have fun, you know. And it just takes so much energy. You just need to sit and relax and let God do the rest. Literally, let God and your people do the rest. You have to have trust in people. You have to trust that things are going to go well. If you tell a person to do this, they're going to do it. And if they don't, then you can take it up after. You can't be the wedding planner at your own wedding. Let it go. Even wedding planners, they hire other wedding planners to come and, you know, plan their weddings, and it's the same. You can't be your own shrink, man. You have to go out and find your therapist. You can't be your own therapist. You can't be your own shrink. And that's the same thing goes with the wedding. And I really was trying hard to be both. I was really trying hard to enjoy my wedding, at the same time be the wedding planner. You know, coordinate everything. Tell people, like, that person is not having a drink. Go and get them a drink. This, and kind of forgot myself in the midst of everything. Again, this comes from the place of me caring so much about this whole day that I forget that it is actually about me. I think it was 2 weeks before the wedding. I was like, hold on a second. I need to make sure that my dress is actually looking nice. But it did end up looking absolutely gorgeous. Lovely, 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 lovely. I love the dress. I love what it meant. I love the symbol. I love the story. It was beautiful. So that was that. So the dress was fixed. The hair, on the other hand, I didn't try my hairstyle. I had a Pinterest with all the hairstyles that I wanted. Well, the particular hairstyle that I wanted. I knew from the day Beyonce came out with her Best Thing I Never Had, I saw her her hair, and I was like, that's the one. If I ever get married, that's the hairstyle I wanted. And then it just stuck to my head. Like, I wanted a sleek bag, maybe like 2 buns. But I just knew that I had to have that hairstyle. And then I knew that it was supposed to be natural. I didn't want all kinds of extra hair. I just wanted natural hair. And then we wanted to put, you know, in flowers, because I love flowers. And then just, you know, Cicely Tyson, this picture, this was my inspiration for my hair. And I had it in my archives for so long, longer than I can remember. So that was to say that that was the only research I did on my hairstyle, and I never tried the hairstyle. I just was like, I'm just gonna do it. If it happens, it happens. And the way it's going, the outcome, let God. And I was so lucky it happened. And I was so lucky that, you know, I did a few prep, and it was, again, the night before, I'm blow drying my hair, and I was like, this was supposed to be something that I should have thought of beforehand, not just do it the day before the wedding. So I did that. So I didn't try that. The only thing that I really tried and corrected and finessed was my makeup. I didn't, again, I am not the biggest makeup person, and I didn't want to have a budget for my makeup that was that, you know, like expensive. I really didn't want that, because first of all, I don't like makeup to that extent, and second, what if it was done wrongly and I didn't like it and I had paid that much amount of money? So I was like, this is not going to happen. I need to make sure that the makeup that I'm wearing looks as natural as possible and as me as possible. And that's why I ended up like, okay, I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna go on YouTube, learn how to put the most simple makeup that make it look very nice and fresh and cute. And I did. So that's the only thing that I tried. My nails, on the other hand, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't know that sometimes you can get nails that you're not happy for. I didn't know that, because again, I'm not the type of person who gets my nails done very often. It's every now and then when I'm traveling. Basically, when I'm traveling, I get my nails done. Other than that, I have naturally very nice nails, so I never really think about it. I just paint them and that's it. But when I got my nails done, at first I was excited, because it was like, it was like, oh, I've never tried this before, you know, to add on nails. I thought it looked tacky. So when I got them, I was like, oh, it looks nice. Anyways, it doesn't look tacky, it doesn't look fake. But then I got home and I was like, I'm not quite satisfied with these nails. And this is 3 days before the wedding, and I started panicking. I was like, these looks fake, and they're too long and everything, and I just, what is this? And the color does not go with my skin tone, and it became a whole thing in my head again, fixated on one thing. And I was like, you know what? What's done is done. I cannot save these. I can't. So I gotta do my best to look great. Otherwise, it is what it is. Que sara sara. So yeah. The nails, oh, huge disappointment. So I would say, and the shoes as well. I didn't try any shoes. So what did I do? I went on ASOS, tried to find something with a bow and something comfy, and I bought them. And when they came, they were too wide for me. I was like, you know what? C'est la vie. Let's just try to make it work. So what I'm trying to say is that try stuff, whether it's your spouse's suit, dress, whatever. Try it over and over and over again. Makeup, hair, whatever, jewelry, anything. Just try until you finesse whatever you want. You know, however you want to look. If you're satisfied, that's it, baba. That's it. Like, you don't need anything else. You don't need anything else. And one more thing, let go and let God. Let go and let God. Why? Because at the end of the day, there are certain things that you think are so important for you or for the guests that are not even going to have the biggest impact on the wedding at all. at all, as long as people are happy, as long as everybody gets along. One thing that we forget is like weddings, everybody's there to help you achieve the love and happiness and joy that you deserve, unless these people came to, you know, shun you. But everybody who's there is there because of love and happiness, so they're going to help you automatically for your day, on the day, and you know, during planning. Make sure your team understands your partners and your vision clearly, crystal clear, and let people help you. So those are the things that I wish somebody would have told me. Like, it's okay, it's okay, it's going to be fine, and it's going to be a nice wedding and you're going to enjoy, because I did. I really did. It was beautiful. And breathe in and breathe out every single day of your planning. So this was just a little something for the wedding, and what God bless, no man can curse. So yeah, thank you so much for you know, tuning in and watching this video, and I hope you give it a thumbs up. And one day when you're getting married, or someone you know, they're getting married and they're being frustrated and they feel out of place, out of mind, send them this video, because I'm sure that they can, you know, connect or feel normal within their feelings and what they're feeling, because weddings are messy, weddings are dramatic, and they're also beautiful and joyful. So thank you, and I'll see you soon. Have a nice Sunday. Bye.